Welcome to the Gurukul Prep Daily Podcast on 17th August. Update 1 Banking. RBL Bank announces Vijay fixed deposits to honor 78th Independence Day. RBL Bank has developed a fixed deposit called Vijay Fixed Deposits. This limited time offer recognizes the bravery and sacrifices of India's warriors while providing substantial financial benefits. According to an RBL Bank press release, the Vijay fixed deposits are intended to offer respect to our military troops. This limited period offer pays tribute to the courage and sacrifices of our brave soldiers while providing exceptional financial benefits. Designed as a mark of respect and appreciation for our service members, the Vijay fixed deposits offer a distinctive 500-day tenor for deposits of less than 3 crore rupees, stated the press release. Update 2 Books. Book on tea industry, minimum floor price, released in Guwahati. A new book on the tea business has pushed for a minimum floor price for the beverage to ensure the industry's and producers' long-term viability. The book titled Minimum Floor Price for Tea, written by planter Chandra Kumar Dhanuka of the Dhunseri Group, was released in Guwahati. The stakeholders in the industry are the small tea growers who hold about 52% of the market share, producing about 702 million kg of tea. Large tea growers hold about 48% of the market share, producing around 648 million kg of tea, Mr. Dhanuka said. Update 3 International. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida resigning. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has stated that he will resign next month and not run in the upcoming election to replace the ruling Liberal Democratic Party's LDP leader. He was elected to the lower house in 1993 and held many positions before being appointed Minister of International Affairs in Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's cabinet in 2012. He continued in office until 2017, becoming Japan's longest-serving foreign minister. In September 2021, Kishida became president of the LDP after defeating Taro Kono in a runoff vote to replace the outgoing leader and Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga. He became Prime Minister and formed his first cabinet the following month. Update 4 National. PM calls for secular civil code in Independence Day speech. In his 11th consecutive Independence Day address to the nation from the ramparts of the Red Fort, Prime Minister Narendra Modi renewed the BJP's ideological goal of a uniform civil code, reframing it as a secular civil code enshrined in the Constitution and a means of ensuring equality before the law for all. The call for a secular civil code at this time is also significant because the BJP, with 240 seats, does not have a majority on its own in the Lok Sabha and is dependent on allies like the Telugu Desam Party, TDP, and the Janata Dal, U, which have reservations over this issue. Update 5 Obituary. Father of Agni missiles, Dr. Ram Narayan Agrawal, passes away. Ram Narayan Agrawal, a renowned DRDO missile scientist known as the father of Agni missiles, died on 15th August in Hyderabad. Agrawal pioneered India's defense research and development, making substantial contributions to the country's long-range ballistic missile program. Agrawal's efforts helped shape India's missile capability. As the first program director of the Agni missiles, he played a pivotal role in developing these strategic weapons. His leadership and vision earned him the moniker Agni Man. Update 6 Schemes and Committees. Union Jal Shakti Ministry launched Floodwatch India 2.0 app. Union Minister for Jal Shakti C.R. Patil launched version 2.0 of the Floodwatch India mobile app to provide a more complete and detailed assessment of flood situations nationwide. The Central Water Commission, CWC, built the improved software, which expands on the initial version released last year. The initial version included flood estimates from 200 monitoring stations. The Jal Shakti Ministry said that version 2.0 significantly expands this scope, integrating real-time data from 590 to flood monitoring stations nationwide. Update 7. Science and Technology. Center launches new AI-based surveillance system to manage pests. The Union Government has established the AI-based National Pest Surveillance System, NPSS, allowing farmers to communicate via phone with agriculture scientists and pest control experts. Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan launched the scheme, stating that NPSS aims to minimize farmers' reliance on chemical sellers and instill in them a scientific approach to pest management. NPSS will analyze the latest data on pests using AI tools to help farmers and pest control and management experts. Update 8. Summit and Conference. PM Modi likely to travel to New York in September to attend UN Summit, sources. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to address a large community gathering in New York on 22 September as part of his visit to the city for the United Nations Summit of the Future. The event's subject is Modi and US Progress Together, and its stated goal is to commemorate India and the US, as well as the cultural ethos of considering the world as one family, diversity a strength, and the well-being of all people and the planet an inspiration for building a better world together. The official purpose of Modi's visit is to attend the Summit of the Future, a flagship event being organized by the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres in his final year in the position. Update 9. Summit and Conference. PM Modi to headline the ET World Leaders Forum. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the keynote speaker at the Economic Times World Leaders Forum, scheduled for 31 August in New Delhi. The inaugural edition of ET World Leaders Forum, with its theme of Leadership for Global Prosperity, brings together global investors, policymakers, business leaders, and entrepreneurs worldwide. It provides a platform for intersectional dialogue on the opportunities that arise from India's rapid economic progress. After winning a historic third term, the PM will speak to over 400 business leaders, entrepreneurs, investors and policymakers. Update 10. National. Kisan Ki Baat, Government Radio Program to Bridge Farm Science Gap. Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has stated that the government will begin Kisan Ki Baat, a monthly radio program to provide farmers with scientific knowledge. This effort aims to modernize agricultural practices while providing farmers with cutting-edge scientific information. The program will include agricultural experts, department officials, and the minister, offering critical information on best practices and scientific developments. Chauhan stressed the importance of integrating Krishi Vigyan Kendras with farmers' needs and promoting discussions among agriculturists.